Zandile, Operation Dudula, where were you? 153 Palestinians were at the airport, people, for the whole day or even two. You didn't go there to protest and chase them away.
Where is Operation Dudula, the hypocrites? There are two planes that landed in the OR Tambo, full of Israelis.
In case you hadn't heard already, there was a plane that arrived yesterday at OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg, which was carrying, I think the number is 153 Palestinians from Gaza or Gaza. These people are not documented.
After cracking the whip on illegal migrants living and working in South Africa, the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, has officially welcomed and admitted 153 Palestinian refugees fleeing from war who mysteriously got into a plane and mysteriously landed into South Africa. According to Cyril Ramaphosa, even though these people had a number of procedural breaches, they had to admit these people into the country because South Africa empathized and sympathized with these Palestinians, and also they hold a position of speaking to these Palestinians for a very long time.
Yesterday we had a plane of 100. Yesterday we had a plane of 160. We're carrying 160 Palestinians landing at OR Tambo, and these are people from Gaza who somehow mysteriously were put on a plane that passed by Nairobi and came here. And I got to hear about it from my Minister of Home Affairs, wanting to know what do we do now. And I said, we cannot turn them back. Even though they do not have the necessary documents and papers, these are people from a strife-torn, a war-torn country. And out of compassion, out of empathy, we must receive them and be able to deal with the situation.
But South Africans are not happy at all with Operation Dudula writing an official letter asking the president and the presidency to reconsider their decision. But this has also opened the avenues for illegal migrants who have been chased out on a daily basis by anti-migrant group Hypocrite for chasing them who are black out and allowing other white people into the country. My name is Kweku Africa. If today is your first time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, like, and share the video. Now, let's get into the video.
Enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Now, this is the penultimate number and it's number 2. At number 2, I present to you Kweku Africa. Wow! This guy has a thunderous voice. Like when he speaks, you wanna listen. I've been able to watch a couple of his videos and I sincerely will tell you that he makes great impression in whatever content he's going to present. Thank you so much, Mr. Kweku. Keep up the good work.
But people are not very happy. On TikTok, people are already cooking the president of South Africa and even Operation Dudula and all the anti-migrant groups for closing their eyes and allowing Palestinians come in because they are white and kicking their own black brothers out of South Africa. They are asking Operation Dudula and other anti-migrant groups to take action.
Zandile, Operation Dudula, where were you? 153 Palestinians were at the airport, people, for the whole day or even two. You didn't go there to protest and chase them away. No, you decided to fold your hands and watch. People have been saying you are targeting Africans. You don't care about the Chinese. You don't care about the white people. You don't care about Australians. You don't care about other white people from other areas. No. Your focus is Africans.
I'm not Ghanaian.
Now Palestinian presented an opportunity so that we can see that really we are chasing everybody out of our country. But no, you decided to fold your hands. You are supposed to prove to us that you are not targeting Africans. As much as I feel and I like Palestinians, I feel their struggle and their pain. But you people are pick and choosing now. Someone said you are funded by white people. I'm starting to believe that. There is problems in Palestine. Of course, there are problems in Zimbabwe. There is poverty in Zimbabwe. There is poverty and hunger in Malawi and other countries. There is poverty and war in Congo. There is poverty and war in Sudan.
The recent arrival of 2 planes carrying illegal Palestinians fleeing war has exposed once again the ideological cracks and moral contradictions within Operation Dudula, March and March, and the Patriotic Alliance. In a country where asylum seekers from Sudan, Congo, Tanzania, Cameroon, and other African nations are routinely demonized, the silence of Operation Dudula's leadership in this instance is not only striking, it is revealing. When black Africans arrive under similar or even more desperate conditions, Dudula and other movements mobilize with fury, staging protests, harassing communities, and painting every migrant as an economic parasite. Yet, when Palestinians who also are fleeing from violence, displacement, and persecution arrive under the same circumstances, there is no outcry, no public mobilization, no vitriolic campaigns. The sudden quiet tells a story louder than their loudest marches. This moment also forces us to confront another uncomfortable question. Will these Palestinians be denied access to hospitals, clinics, schools, and other public services the way the black Africans have been routinely barred, harassed, or shamed by Operation Dudula activists? We have watched Dudula members stand at clinic gates interrogating pregnant women, accusing the sick of stealing services, and forcing nurses to turn away fellow Africans in need of care. Will we see the same aggression towards the Palestinian families who have just arrived? Families equally in need of medical attention, documentation, and humanitarian support? Or will Operation Dudula's hostility magically disappear now that the asylum seekers are not black Africans? The answer, already visible in their silence, exposes the deeply racialized double standards at the heart of these movements.
In case you hadn't heard already, there was a plane that arrived yesterday at OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg, which was carrying, I think the number is 153 Palestinians from Gaza or Gaza. These people are not documented. Their passports are not stamped. I don't even know if they have passports. It seems that they were chased out by the Israelis without paperwork, and they landed at OR Tambo. Home Affairs went and contacted the Department of, I think, International Relations, I think led by Ronald Lamula, if I'm not mistaken, to waive the requirements of them needing paperwork to get into South Africa and the country. I think about 23 of them have moved on to other countries. The rest are here in South Africa. Imtiaz Suleiman, the leader of Gift of the Givers, is one of the people that's assisting with these guys with humanitarian aid, food, and the likes. And it seems like everyone is, at least at the highest levels, is sort of okay with Palestinians being here illegally. So they traveled illegally, they landed here illegally, but South Africa and the South African government are saying, sharp, you guys can stay here, it's okay. There's a reason probably why Thabo Mbeki said to Mbuyiseni Ndlozi that you can't stop illegal foreigners coming into South Africa, specifically Africans at the time. But I'm reminded, and you know, I try my best to not get triggered and emotional about South Africa and South African politics. I'm reminded that this country does not belong to the citizens. Where organizations like Operation Dudula, March and March, led by Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, are trying to kick out undocumented illegal foreigners in South Africa, the government at the highest level seems to not have a problem bringing in even more undocumented illegal foreigners into South Africa, claiming that they are asylum seekers and refugees. If you ever have a moment, please go onto the world map and look at where Palestine is, and then look at all the Arab countries around it. Look at maybe even all the African countries around it. Palestine is incredibly far from South Africa. Why would they come here? I start thinking about the ICJ case. I start thinking about the accusations that the ANC is funded by Iran. I start thinking about I start thinking about, I'm forgetting the name now. But the idea that, no, I start thinking about Manali Dipando. This country clearly is a playground for any international interests who probably just pay anyone in the ANC or anyone in the DA to allow them to do whatever they want here. It's the reason why we have drug mafias. It's the reason why we have Eastern European gang leaders and drug lords here. It's the reason we have so many Zimbabweans, Mozambicans. It's the reason Israelis can buy property in Cape Town easily, why the Arabs can buy land in the Eastern Cape so easily. It's a party. We have Bangladeshis, we have Pakistanis, we have Sri Lankans, we have Ethiopians, Somalians, we have Nigerians. We literally have people from all over the world who come here and do as they please. And when ordinary South African citizens who are lied to and told that the Constitution serves them and told that we respect South African law, when they cry out, NPOs come running, government comes running, and they say, no, human rights, no, the Constitution protects everyone who lives in it. It doesn't matter if people are undocumented. It doesn't matter if people are criminals. It doesn't matter if there's issues. Abo Pastor Bushiri get to do whatever the hell they want here. I'm just raising this again because if you hadn't heard, there are over 150 Palestinians that landed illegally at the South African airport OR Tambo. You have to ask who okayed and cleared for them to land. Without paperwork, many of the NPOs or some of the NPOs and governments at the highest levels gave them a green light to say, you guys can land and you guys can come out. And we'll take care of you and we'll sort you out. When they could have gone to any other country in the Middle East, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, they could have gone to parts of Asia, India, they could have gone to other parts of Africa, but they came to South Africa because this country is not designed to serve the citizens. I keep posting on Twitter, South Africa is a company. South Africa is a company and it is not owned by you, the ordinary voter. It is owned by the wealthy, particularly the Oppenheimers who are proxy for the UK and America, the Ruperts as well, and many others. This country doesn't belong to you, and we're reminded almost every day, every week, that the South African government, the President Cyril Ramaphosa, who's constantly AWOL and constantly shocked at things, this country is not here to serve you. And I think more than anything, they keep gaslighting the citizens to say, let's see how far we'll push you before you guys really revolt against government and revolt against the rich that fund the government from all parts of the world. Maybe it makes sense now why Donald Trump, Rubio, I think Marco Rubio is his name, why they said they're not coming to South Africa to the G20. Why the president of Argentina, Milei, is also not coming to South Africa, because it's getting clear that this country is a free-for-all.
Where is Operation Dudula, the hypocrites? There are two planes that landed in the OR Tambo, full of Israelis. Where is Operation Dudula? We are fighting for our country, we are fighting for our country. Where are they? No, you are not fighting for your country, you are fighting black people who look like you. Because if you were fighting for your country, you could have stopped those Israelis. You always say Zimbabwe must go home and fight for their government. Why don't you tell Israelis to go back home and fight their government? You are not stopping them. You are stopping our black. You even instructing them. You know how they should go home and confront their government. But what about the Israelis? Why don't they go home and confront the government? You are just a fool who are programmed to hate on your black brothers. And then you go in each and every platform telling them that they should go home. Hey, you must go home. You are illegal immigrant. You are foreigners. If you have a passport. You are just a fool. I don't want to lie to you now at this point. You are just a hypocrite, a fool who is funded to hate on your black person. You hosting live every day talking about how bad is your black brothers from Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Nigeria, and all these other countries. You've never opened your mouth about the Israelis. You've never opened your mouth about anyone who comes from outside the continent. You've never done anything to confront them. Now the Israelis are coming, and I told you 2 months ago that there's gonna be influx of these people coming to our country. And everybody was swearing and shouting at me. It's still the beginning. There's gonna be influx of these people. I told you they are recruiting them. The white people are recruiting them with Home Affairs. I told you. And then you said, no, I'm delusional. Nyeh, nyeh. So fight them. I don't know, now you are fixing your country. So fix it. We are waiting for you to fix it. Go to OR Tambo, stop them. Wherever they are going, stop them. There are 2 cities that are built in Gauteng province, between Midrand and so forth. Who's building those cities? They are here. They are building these cities and they are going to stay on them. If possible, you're not going to have access to them. If possible. So don't be a fool. You are fighting the wrong people who have nothing. You are fighting someone who's a nail tech, who is a gardener. You want stupid jobs. Wake up. The biggest enemy is not your black brothers. Will never be your black brothers. Even if you fight them 24/7, you will never gain anything from that fight. So wake up and fight the Israelis if you are serious about your war. March and whatnot. You people are just, I don't know, man.
And futhi iphi imarch and march ne-operation Dudula manifuneka niyafuneka ke manje niyafuneka orandakezwa. An opportunity of employment has risen, a job opportunity has risen. Niyafuneka le OR Tambo Johannesburg International Airport. Anizwanga ukuthi sekunomsebenzi nambe niyoprotect ama state resources we country, niyoprotect ama interest wama South Africans. Naba bantu belenda.
So, what do you also think? Do you think it was a step in the right direction for the president of South Africa accepting these Palestinians, or you think it is not safe? It is the worst decision to make. Leave your comment in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's a wrap for today.